Thank you for taking the time to watch this short video. I know your time is very valuable, and with 30 years of experience in the car industry myself, I know you just want to get right down to the bottom line, and that's what I'm willing to do for you today. Um, Every so often in life, something happens special like Uber, like Google, like Apple, and I absolutely feel that we're at the cusp of doing something special for the car dealerships also. The service departments, as you know, some of the profit centers are being shrunk a little bit as time goes on. The cars require less maintenance. People are coming to your dealership less often than they normally do. Back in my day, when I first started industry 30 years ago, we would see the customer 3 or 4 times a year. Today, that number is drastically reduced. So with that, I've come up with a very simple plan to increase your net profit by thousands and thousands of dollars a month. That is an absolute no-brainer. As you can see on screen right now, testing the system, we have done 96,594 windshield repairs nationwide. We have tested the system. Now, starting in January 2017, we're now going to license all our agreements, license the software to each individual dealership so they can make the lion's share of the profits. It's very simple. So how the process works, and most of you are not aware of this, but most insurance companies, about 85% of them, will pay to have a consumer have their windshield repaired instead of waiting for the costly amount of a replacement. So they will waive their deductible for a repair, but they will not waive their deductible if it's a replacement. Makes it very simple for the consumer. The consumer's rates never go up. It's a comprehensive claim, not a collision claim. So it makes it a no-brainer for the insurance company, for the consumer, and of course for the dealership. So we've been able to contact over 300 insurance companies. We have an agreement with them to process these claims on your behalf, and we will cut you a check the 10th of every month. I want to show you how simple this process is. Firstly, you may want to know how many opportunities you may have in your service drive. And opportunity-wise, there are probably, from what we have seen in testing this for the last couple of years, we've seen anywhere from 80 to 90% of vehicles in the service drive require some sort of windshield repair. Now, you may be thinking that's a very high number. So if you walked out to your service drive right now and you looked at the lot, you may be looking at what I have here in the picture that says before. And if you look at that, you'll probably see 5 to 15% of the cars have that size of damage. The damage that we're also looking for is called a level 1 chip. And this is a level 1 chip, which I would say 80% of the cars have this type of damage. Untreated within 4 to 6 inches of the frame, sometimes even in the middle of the windshield, it will spread, as you have seen this one spread also. So what happens is water gets inside, or air gets inside eventually, because the glass is 2 pieces of glass that holds the windshield together with a film in the middle, and if you get inside, this is where the damage can occur and they can crack the windshield. So if we go back to our feature again, 96,594 deals have been done. Profit margin, this is very, very simple. I want to show you how easy and how profitable this will be in your dealership. It's a no-brainer. It happens very, very easily. And again, let me show you what the numbers look like. So for your dealership, we're going to show you a profit center. Let me open this up for you. So here's the profit center for your location. Again, when I was in the car industry running stores, being a general manager, I wish I had this profit center for my service departments, but this is very, very simple. One location, if you have 7 service advisors, 5 service advisors, 4 service advisors, the number doesn't matter. We're going to do an average of 7. If you have 7 service advisors right now that can do 1 deal a day, just 1 deal a day, not 5, not 7, not 13, not 14. I've had some locations where a service advisor has done as much as 16 deals, him or herself, a day. So we're asking for 1 a day. If they do 1 a day on a 26-day work month, 182 deals per month, at $50 per repair, we're going to pay you $50 to your net profit on an RO. Think about that for a minute. How many services do you have in your service drive that makes you net $50? Net $50 to your RO, which will be $9,100 total. Your licensing fee is $14,800 to license the software and license our technology. The monthly user fee is $500 a month, which is $6,000 a year. The supplies to fix the windshields, which takes anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes to repair. Yes, it only takes 2 to 5 minutes to repair, and we're going to use a hourly person like a porter or a lube technician. We do not want to use flagged hour technicians because it will eat up your profit margin. So this is a very simple repair. Again, it takes 2 to 5 minutes. The supplies will be $2,184 based on this volume. So the total cost for the first year will be $22,984 for you to have this program. However, at one deal per service advisor, your gross will be $109,200, which will give you a net profit of $86,216. Now let me pause there for a minute. If you want to take a chance to open your financial statement and take a look at what your net profit year to date is in your service department, divided by how many ever months we have been through in the year, and see what your monthly net profit is in your service department, and tell me what $86,000 or $8,418 will do to your financial picture of your service department. Now, we can also take a look at this being 2 deals per day. So once we get the service advisor to feel comfortable that they can do 1 a day, can they do 2 a day? So if we take this number to 2 a day, which will be 14 deals a day, that number now goes to $193,000 to your bottom line. So again, if you're taking a look at your financial statement of your service drive, where exactly do you stand today, and where would you stand 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 120 days from now, or 1 year from now? What would that financial statement look like with this very simple process? Okay, so now you've seen what the money is like. Again, 7 deals a day, 86,000, 14 deals a day, you just saw the number. So how does the process work in your service drive? And I want to show you how that works. Very, very simple. It's very easy. Before I do that, I would like to log in and show you a process of what it looks like for a dealership that we have done business with already. And they're not in our licensing agreement yet, soon to be. But I would like to show you what that may look like. Okay, so here's a dealership. And this is the numbers that they have done in a few months, which is 1,177 deals. So 1,177 deals times $50 a deal is $58,850 to your bottom line in your service department. Now, based on the stores I ran in the past, I would say my average net to gross income in a service drive, depending on my rent factor, depending on the building, runs anywhere from 10 to 15% net to gross. So if you're looking at 50,000 net or 58,000 net, how much sales and how much gross do you have to put in the numbers to get to there? So I'm kind of a bottom line type of guy, so I'm showing you that this is a bottom line. This is what can happen to you, and this can happen to you in 30 days. So it's no sense wasting any time. We need to get this done as soon as possible. So here's a list of the service advisors at this dealership that I showed you. And as you can tell, we haven't been open 187 days. So it's 187 deals for the top salesperson. The next service advisor, 178. We have not been open in there 178 days. We have not been open 119 days. So this is telling you that the ability to do more than 1 deal a day is absolutely there. Of course, do you have some people that are slacking? Yes. But most of these are within 1 a day. So if you average it, you can absolutely get anywhere from 3 to 5 a day from a service advisor. But I wanted to show you your profit margin based on just 1 a day, so we can grow to the larger profit margin. So based on this, it should show you that it's an absolute no-brainer. So what do your service advisors do? All we're going to ask them to do, and I'm going to show you a short little video of us recording a service advisor walking around, doing their walk around.
If your service,
and this is as simple as it goes, we just need them to do a walk around. So they approach the consumer. It's not a problem. They should be doing a walk around anyway. They find a couple chips in the windshield, which he just did. He circled the chips in the windshield. He asked the consumer one simple question. Who is your insurance company? Consumer says something like, I have Progressive. Perfect. We have an agreement with Progressive to repair those chips at no cost. All I need is a copy of the insurance card. As you notice, she gave him a copy of the insurance card. Now ARS gets into the system. Once the service advisor has actually put it into our software, we will make a phone call. We will contact the insurance company, and that's how simple it works. So that's basically what he's about to do. He's gotten her insurance information. Now he's going to put it into the software. It's very, very simple to do that. So he goes into the software, he logs in, and he types in the information. Software is in, ready to go. He fills that out. It's a no-brainer. Once that is done, we will take over from there. I will show you how that works. We go into our software, and our backend. We go into our authorization, and right now, currently, we have a couple of deals that's being authorized right now. Our CCR, customer care representatives, will contact the insurance company. Here's one being contacted right now. We have a script, exactly what is said. It is recorded. All calls are recorded, and all we're looking for is to get that authorization number. We get that authorization number, and it's all set, ready to go. And that is how simple the system works for you. And again, keep in mind of the net profit that you can get by strictly putting this in, and we can have you trained in less than half of a day to get this thing done. I can send a video to all your service advisors, they watch it, they get ready for it, we come in, we're there for less than half of a day, get this all done, your net profit changes. Could you imagine what it will be like 6 months from now when you have earned an extra $40, $50, $80,000 on your net profit of your service department just by installing this simple process, okay? Now, before I go, I wanted to show you something we talk a lot about profits, and we talk a lot about increasing our net profit. But what I like to talk a little bit about now is I want to talk a little bit about safety. Because why should a consumer care about their windshield being repaired? Why should they want to get it repaired? What happens in the market to make them want to do this? And I want to show you a 7-minute video from Barbara Walters talking about this. Then I'll come back and give you our contact information so we can go ahead and get you started right away. So hold on.
Good evening, and welcome to 2020 Friday. We begin with an investigation that every driver should see, because millions of you may be driving around with a potential danger right in front of your eyes. You've got your seatbelt fastened, the airbags in place, but they may not be enough to save you in a crash if your car windshield gives way. Arnold Diaz has an urgent report and frightening crash test footage that should serve as a pointed warning.
A car's windshield does a lot more than keep the rain out. In an accident, your factory-installed windshield can help save your life, deflecting the airbag and keeping the roof from caving in on you. But if your original windshield has been replaced, you could be in for trouble, because experts say millions have not been installed properly.
Wow, that's coming right out. Yep. There's no way I should be able to do that with this car.
We'll show you examples of what could be a deadly problem. You'll also see what happened when we purposely broke our windshield and then called companies to come replace it. According to our experts, they made critical mistakes. These installers told us it's a widespread problem.
Because there's actually more guys that do it wrong than guys that do it right. Is that right? Sadly, yes.
But as you'll see, our experts say these same guys are among those who installed the glass the wrong way.
Should you wear gloves? Because it seems like the oils from your hands are getting on the edge of the glass. What do you think? I don't know, man.
It may have happened to you. You get a crack in your windshield and you call a company to replace it. 11 million are replaced each year. Although it's a complicated job that requires skill and training in the use of primers, adhesives, and proper handling, installers don't have to be licensed or certified. And experts say installers are making mistakes you may never know about until it's too late. There was a replacement windshield in 25-year-old Jean Francois's car when it ran off this Wisconsin road last year.
There's a really bad car accident down the road from here. There's a car smashed up and it looks pretty bad.
Witnesses calling 911 couldn't find her inside the vehicle.
I don't see a passenger. I don't know where the person is, but there's a shoe in the middle of the road.
They found her body 70 feet away, lying on top of the windshield, which had come out as the car rolled over. Experts believe it wasn't installed properly. In crash tests like these, you see the windshield can keep you inside the tumbling car even if you're unbelted, as Jean Francois was. However, if the glass pops out, as happened in this test, the passengers can be thrown from the car, which greatly increases the chance of death. The windshield is also an essential part of many airbag systems. The passenger side bag is designed to bounce off of the glass. But now watch this demonstration of what might happen if the windshield hasn't been properly installed.
3, 2, 1.
The force of the airbag easily blew out the entire windshield. With that glass gone, the airbag can't cushion you.
Windshields are a major support factor of vehicles, and nobody tells you this,
4 years ago, Charles Rhine had the cracked windshield on the family's minivan replaced at a local glass shop. 7 months later, on a rainy California highway, the minivan slid off the road, his wife Tracy behind the wheel.
We were rolling, and when the vehicle stopped, I couldn't move.
The replacement windshield had popped out during the rollover, allowing the roof to buckle into the passenger compartment, breaking Tracy's neck.
If that windshield had reinforced like it was supposed to, I would have had at least 4 to 6 inches clearance
Do you think about that?
all the time.
At first, this mother of 3 didn't want to believe it when doctors told her the accident had left her a quadriplegic.
When I heard it from Charles, I knew for sure that it was true, and I wasn't going to be able to be the same kind of mommy or wife. My life had totally changed in a matter of a day.
The Rhines sued the company that had installed the replacement windshield and settled for $2 million.
They forgot to put a secondary primer in the installation in the windshield, so that the hardening material, when they put on the windshield, it didn't harden.
If they could know what negligence they did has caused to my family, to my children, maybe they would be more responsible in their jobs.
Arnold, that is really tragic. Well, how does someone know where to go to get the right kind of treatment for the windshield?
Well, no matter who you call, the experts advise you may want to ask them, are you certified by the National Glass Association? They do have a certification program. Ask not just the shop, but the person who's actually putting the windshield in, the installer, if they're certified.
Does that guarantee that it'll be okay?
No, but it gives you a better chance it will be.
What about asking your insurance agent to recommend somebody?
That could be a problem because sometimes they steer you to a place that does it cheap, and that means the place could be cutting corners.
So you have to know as much as possible yourself.
Right.
Thank you, Arnold.
Okay, thank you very, very much for watching that. I think it's really important that we also do the right thing for our consumers also. So again, simple process, simple install. You can have this done within less than a day in your service drive. And again, the key to this is, what is your profit center? How much income can you change and how much can you make in a very short period of time? If your department is not making $8,000 to $10,000, if not $20,000, $40,000 a month, can happen if you do this properly and easily. Again, 30 years in the car business, this is the biggest no-brainer I've seen for a service drive. $50 per deal, no-brainer. So if you want more information, you can contact me personally. It's 800-963-1451, 800-963-1451. My name is Clayton. I look forward to you guys getting this thing done for you and your dealership. This is, again, a major industry change for you, a major, major change for your profit margin, and this will definitely help your service advisors do more walkarounds. And keep one thing in mind. If your service advisors can't sell something that costs nothing, what else are they not selling your service drive? So this is a really, really good tool. I kind of call it our red, the engine light just went on, and if the engine light's off, there could be something. So if they can't sell this and can't make this successful, the check engine light just came on, and you may want to check and see what's wrong with your service drive. Thank you very much for watching, and I really appreciate your time. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.